Morning, RCMS. Today we're going to talk very briefly about STAR. Now, I know that you all know what STAR is because you've taken your STAR assessments and your teachers show you your scores and they talk about growth. But since we've already talked about acuity and we've talked about how it's important to know how you're doing so that you can make goals for yourself and try to keep growing, I wanted to talk about why we use STAR. If you remember from last week, acuity shows us growth by looking at grade level standards and seeing if you hit the mark or not. STAR works a little bit differently. STAR is what's called an adaptive test, which means that it responds to your answers on the test. As you go, the test is analyzing your answers to see what skill level you're at, and it responds to your answers. And it's a little bit different than acuity in that way because it's looking specifically at you. It's not trying to compare you to the rest of your class. It's not supposed to give you specific questions. It's looking at your answers and then trying to respond to see how you do. And it'll go through to try to figure out what grade level you're performing at for math and for reading. Now, this is an excellent way to see if you really are putting in all the effort. It's an excellent way to see how much growth you've gotten in since the last test that you took. So you can see what your grade level equivalent is and you can see how far through that grade level you are performing. Sometimes when people take STAR, their score goes down. That can be for a number of reasons, but it might be because you were sick or you weren't doing very well or maybe you just didn't try very hard. And that's part of why it's important for you to try really hard, because what you're doing is you're comparing yourself with yourself. You are competing to see how much you can grow. And in some classrooms, I know you have a little bit of a competition to see if your class can grow more or less than the other classes. The most important thing in all of this is that you are aware of the fact that you're working and you're trying to grow. Some people may even set specific goals for themselves with their teachers to see exactly how much they're going to shoot to grow until next time. So you can ask your teachers now if you have any questions about STAR, but we wanted to take a moment and make sure that you understand that we are looking at STAR because STAR shows growth by seeing what grade level skills you're at, and it's important. You want to continuously show growth on the STAR tests from test to test to test so we can see throughout the year that you're going up and up and up and that you're continuing to grow. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.